Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. I know you guys think I've been loafing all day, but I have not been loafing. Okay, bam. Someone said, why didn't I use them bulkheads that were already in it for the elevator? Because they're way back here. They're way back yonder. Okay, for this one, I got this shaft, which is bolted to that piece of wood, and this is going to be inside the fuselage, and that's going to bolt right there. Okay, now I know we need something else, but I kind of want to put it. Mine does not come off very easy. It could come off of there, but it would not be easy. I want to come up with something different for this one. So what I think I'm going to do, is I'm going to run a bolt down here, in the center here, and one in the front, and one, then it would be right here and back here, and because it just needs it to keep it from doing this, wobbling. That one strap will hold that dude. Remember, guys, overkill is overweight. Overkill is overweight. We just want this jet to fly 200 mile an hour without parts flying off of it. We do not want to try and make it to where it's going to live through a crash. That's where these things get heavy, man, is the overkill. In a composite structure, really, this is probably a bit much. Plus, I'm going to put some balsa back here where the hinges go. All we really should need up here is just something to keep that skin from collapsing. And they use ingrained balsa in some of these people and them racing wings. No kidding. And so that's light ply there. This I got hard ply, and it's just ran it through there, bolted it. And I'm going to glue all this in place. Sandwich it. This whole thing is going to be my jig. I'm going to use it just like my wing. I did my wing jig. All this will be glued together, and I could build a bunch of them, and that way I can mark my foam. That's the only way to do it, and do it right. And I just want to knock some weight off. What I think I'll do is I'll just put me some wood plates up here of plywood rather than cutting this whole thing out of plywood, where I'm going to do them bolts. I think that'd be easiest, and that's all it needs, because that's going to hold it sturdy. I mean, it ain't going nowhere. From that, by the time we get that bolted to this fuselage, to this bulkhead, and it fits nice and tight, so we just need it from going side to side, the ends. Yeah, I just want to keep the weight down without these things flying apart. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could come in here and make a big plate. I can come in with a long piece of wood right there that'll actually touch the foam, and to where that way it won't pull that wood out. Same thing there, just go end to end and go up here and notch that foam out a little bit. And that way, where I put them bolts, Yeah. You know, go on the inside of my fuselage. And that bulkhead is right here. That rear one. I can just, I can glue a piece of wood to that bulkhead, you know, because that's pretty much flat there. So we can get under there and put a nut. Then all I was going to do is reach your arm in there, take out 2 nuts, take out them screws that are going to be pointing this way. Bam, rudder's off of there. Easy, easy, easy. Yep, that's what I need to do. And then up here, just come in here. See, I'm going to have to put some carbon strips. If I stay close to this, which is where I want it anyway, because to hold this skinny part down up there, because that's where mine kind of stuck up a little bit. I think I had mine fastened like up in here. Go to that edge, it's a little stiffer. I'll lay me a couple, 3 pieces of carbon in there, and drill a hole coming from the bottom, put a washer and bolt. You're good to go, baby. And done taking $1/4 pound from my rudder. Oh yeah, that's going to be a big difference. Big difference. What do you think, Mr. Joe Grice? You think that'll work? You think I Bob O'Neill'd that stuff? What else have I got going? Oh, I've been meaning to show you guys this for a few days. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, the big drag about these big air cylinders is these big old knuckles you have to put on them. This was the size that took, and it's just monstrous. There's no way that's going to go in my gear. You know, I'd have to have 1/4-inch bolts. It's just way too big. Let me see what I had Dad do for me. He chucked these up in his mill. Just ran that inside the chuck, turned that down, ran a die on it, rethreaded it, and stepped it down to the smaller size arm. This is the size I have on mine right here. And that's just gorgeous. So, also I got to get one of these in the wing. Then I see I left this all plugged up so I wouldn't get no metal shavings in it. We're good to go, baby. That's going to rip them gear up. Get your fingers out the way. That's all you got to say. And we got rid of this big old turnbuckle thing. That thing's just monstrous, man. Well, that's the drag about using them big old air cylinders. When they step up the diameter, they step up the shaft. Then you got that big old shaft to deal with. But Dad was kind of scared to do that in case he ruined the air cylinder. I said, shoot, Dad, come on, just take one and do it. He did it, and he said, man, it only took about 10 minutes. So I gave him the rest I had, and he's getting them done. I need to go over there so I can drill out the rest of my rods and pick them up. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah. But I'm trucking away. All I got left to do is make one more little piece of wood down here on the bottom. And I'll use that for my pattern. And then I got enough wood drawn to make a couple more. That way I can go ahead and get one laid up. I gotta keep one for a pattern. You know what I mean? So I can land my next one and trim it out. I need one built off of this. So I have it perfect, and then I go set it my next one. Unless I take the time to build 10 of them things. Right now is what I probably should do. Here I go, thinking out loud again. I need to be quiet and get back to work. That's the problem with a lot of these builds. They get too much engineering and too much overkill. And then everything comes out way too heavy. Guys, we gotta work on this weight. We gotta make this big girl a skinny girl and get it in the 30s. And this thing will perform like nothing you guys ever seen. This big old jet. It's gonna be bad, and I can't wait to see Ollie, the rest of these guys on the sticks. You too, Joe. We'll see you guys back in the shop. St. Bob time. St. Bob station.